apparently there's some updates and such like that going down. So I just want to do a quick little rundown about these Starfield updates and see what we're getting this year in 2024, because one of the biggest problems that everybody was talking about was the fact that, like, you can't even use any other traversal other than walking across everywhere. And then obviously the space travel and stuff like that, because it's like all these planets are empty and there's no way to get from point A to point B on a planet faster than walking or using your grav dash, which isn't that great anyway. So on their Reddit page off the rip, they said that as the year draws to a close, we want to say thank you from the whole team, all the time you've spent in Starfield and all the passion you have for the game. In 2024, we'll be updating roughly every 6 weeks. So in 2024, every 6 weeks, they'll be doing an update, starting with our next major update in February. Starting in February, after that, every 6 weeks, they'll be doing an update. Here's some of what we have planned throughout the year on top of regular bug fixes and quality of life improvements. So we're going to get city maps, because right now the maps in Starfield, you don't get detailed maps. It's just kind of like the vague thing that there's no city maps. There's no city maps. This is that simple. Like, what kind of game doesn't have maps at this point? Then we have new ways to travel, which is going to be great if we get some type of rover when we're on top of the planets. Like, that'll be a game changer, because everything's being so empty all the time. It's like, it just sucks because it takes so long to traverse a planet that it makes you almost not even care about doing it. We get new ways to customize your ship, which I'm sure is like amazing for some people. It's not something that I really do too much. Like, the ship customization is not a feature I play. But it's nice that Starfield has that element of it. Like, so if you're somebody that's in the car games and mech games, then yeah, you can get into shipbuilding. That's fun for some people. It's not my cup of tea, but new ways to customize your ship, new gameplay options to further adjust difficulty, because right now it's just a normal, like, easy, medium, hard type of realm there. So I don't know exactly what they're going to expand upon there, but we have some more details coming up too. Official mod support with the launch of creations. Now, this part right here, the official mod support with the launch of creations, that is debatable, because like in my previous video of Skyrim, we were talking about the fact that they're doing paid mods now. So, Skyrim, the 10/11-year-old game, is now doing paid mods in the Creation Club. They did it before, but now they brought it back. Now, this singular update of the paid mods obviously is just breaking out the mods that people are already using, that happens with updates. But it's been 10 years, right? But at this point, why are we still doing this? But now, they just ruined mod support for a bunch of people, but now it's like doubled down, because now we're doing paid mods. Now, it's great that these mod authors are going to get paid, but it's debatable on the split, the ratio, and how exactly that's working out. But it can, I have the whole video explaining that if you want to go check that out. But the fact that they're going to bring that now to Starfield before Starfield even actually gets its hands on a modding community is almost like a red flag. I say it's about a yellow flag right now, because of course, if it's good, it's good. But, we'll have to wait and see. But it's like, how much are these mods going to cost, bro? And then is there going to be even an incentive anymore for people that are going to make mods? I mean, there's always incentive, I guess. If it's something you like to do, you're going to find a way to do it, and you're going to do it. But we'll see. Rob says, there's a solution to the Creators Club. Don't buy any more Bethesda games. Vote with your wallet. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. And then, of course, the last thing on this list here, this is from their Reddit post. They said, our first story expansion, Shattered Space, which is our first DLC. That I can't say much about that. We want that. We want great DLCs. We want expansions. I'm hoping that not only adds to the story, but it actually populates some planets and things like that. Who knows? With the fact that they had, we had in Skyrim, that's always my comparison there, obviously. But we had Dragonborn, we had Hearthfire, and we had Dawnguard. Those added characters, armors, and a variety of things. So that's going to be great. I mean, it's only our first one, so I'm always I think that's always going to be a positive experience when it comes to these DLCs that they add. I have yet to be shown something terrible. I haven't played the Fallout series, but I just compare everything to Skyrim, obviously. But so that's the gist. That's the immediate gist there, and then we go further into some details here. Let's see. Will we compare it to the site? Every 6 weeks, blah, blah, blah. So just to give the sources of the information, of course, that was on the Reddit, but it's also, again, we have 6 weeks starting in February that they're going to roll out the updates. That's on the official site. Yeah, so we've been reading all your feedback and excited to start launching these new features. We'll be adding new ways to travel. So again, they're confirming that there's going to be new ways to travel. You'll be able to access city maps while exploring the major cities. So yes, we're getting city maps, but instead of in that lower left-hand corner, basically where my face is here, it's just like your oxygen and stuff like that. So that tells us we're getting city maps, but they're also going to convert them into little tiny mini maps, which is going to be solid for exploration. And obviously, again, they're talking about shipbuilding, expanding ship customization, ship decorations, new shipbuilding options, and more. Okay, so then here's more explanation on the gameplay options when they were talking about the difficulty that they're adding. We're also excited to be adding all new gameplay options. With these new settings, you'll be able to alter your gameplay to allow for an easier or more challenging experience that will expand beyond our normal difficulty settings. This will allow you to easily customize carry capacity, cargo access distance, ship damage, vendor credits, how you suffer afflictions, new survival mechanics, and more. So that is actually way more in depth than I thought it was going to be. I didn't know if it was like a new challenge mode or whatever, but they're not just letting you adjust the difficulty, but they're letting you adjust all the parameters of those different features there. So again, the carrying capacity, cargo access. So then that's going to be an element of like, if you just unlimited your carrying capacity, you're going to feel like your cheating might ruin the game, but might be that edge that you need to continue having fun in the game because you don't have to worry about that. So that is nice that they're making that like part of the menu. And then new survival mechanics, which they added to Skyrim as well. They have survival mode in that, which I haven't done a full playthrough through. I haven't done a full playthrough with, but I definitely had fun doing that because then you have to worry about clothes and food and all that on top of all your regular Skyrim stuff. So that's definitely a good vibe. He can't keep getting away with this. Average Bethesda fan while talking about paid mods right before buying the new game. Yeah. Before you can access the new game settings, you need to buy the extra Game Slatters expansion. Bro, that's probably exactly what they're going to do. I would not be, I'm trying to scratch my head through the helmet again. I would not be surprised. Let's see what else we got here. Next official mod support. Okay, so here's more details on the mod support section of it. Next official mod support will be coming to Starfield with the launch of creations. Beginning early next year, Starfield will be getting its own exporter, and you'll have access to new creation kit. Modding has always been an enormous part of our games, which they acknowledge, and this, so let people do what they gotta do, bringing fresh new experiences with the scale and systems in Starfield. We can't wait to see what you've come up with. It's so funny how much they just admit that that's part of the game, but then sometimes it seems like obviously they want their income, but then they also just make it more difficult for people to do what they need to do to give their games the longevity that they love that other people bring. And then, of course, we have the DLC. First DLC of Starfield Shattered Space. First major expansion coming next year. That's this year. This is like from November or December, these articles from the site. You'll have new story content, new locations. So, yeah, new story content. That's a given. We already assume we're going to be getting new quests. We get new locations. I'm hoping they're populating planets. And I haven't even beat the main story. That's why we're here today on the live. Every time I do a live, I'm just trying to still complete the story. I take my time with these things. I like to explore a little bit, baby. So I still haven't run out of stuff, but new locations, that's more populated planets, which is great, potentially. New gear, I need that badly. Because here's the thing. There's a few different types of guns in Starfield, and it's okay because you have the base gun, then you have calibrated whatever the heck. So like let's talk about the Coachman shotgun. It's called the Coachman. You have advanced Coachman, calibrated Coachman, modified Coachman, but it's all still the Coachman. Different amounts of damage and stuff, and then you have attachments and mods. And then when it comes to melee weapons, you can't put mods on melee weapons. There's only like 5 or 6 melee weapons, so you can't even really upgrade them. You could find them in epic rare and different types, but you can't actually put mods on them. So when they say new gear, I'm hoping they change that up. And then plus, the spacesuit my character's wearing right now, the Mantis suit, that's like the best one in the game. And you get that quest randomly early from fighting spacers. So you can find that in their first 2 hours of playing the game. Put that on and not need any of the other spacesuits. That's a problem. There's no reason to use any other spacesuit after you get something like that. But new gear and much more. We can't wait to share more with you next year. And what do we got here? Our 5th page here. Oh yeah, and if you want to do, and they actually do have it available for you to try out the Starfield Steam beta, where you can go ahead and try out some of these additional features and stuff like that. So if you want to go ahead and try, if you're on PC and you want to try out Starfield's Steam beta, and I guess this applies to other games that might have a beta release as well. You open the Steam library, navigate to Starfield, right-click on Starfield, select Properties. In the New Properties pop-up window, select Betas, and the beta drop-down, opt in, and select Beta. Boom. That's how you opt into the beta of Starfield. And then once you want, and it opens up, it's a different launch then. And then you can just revert it back and then get into your traditional save and things like that. So yeah, definitely check that out if you're interested in joining the beta program for it. It's open to everybody, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I just wanted to go over some quick little facts and news and let you know what's coming in 2024. So Starfield's going to get a crazy update amount. It should be fun for us all, but it does make me nervous what they might do to modding overall for the game. But we shall see. I got a sticky note on my foot.